Howdy! My name is Kimberly Hutchinrider, and I am in Chemistry 120, Section 509, and today we will be discussing Le Chatelier's principle. Le Chatelier's principle is a concept in chemistry which allows us to predict which way a reversible reaction will shift in order to re-establish equilibrium after a change has occurred. This change may be a change in the amount of products or reactants that we have, the addition of new products or reactants, or a change in the heat or pressure that the reaction is taking place in. In order to explain this point, we have a seesaw. On our seesaw, we have our reaction where hydrogen and iodine are combining to create hydrogen iodide. For this demonstration, we assume that both sides of this reversible reaction have the same weight, and this weight is not the same as a molecular weight. This is just a way to help explain this. So when the weight is equal on either side of this reaction, our seesaw is balanced and we are at equilibrium. If you were to make a change to this weight, for example, by adding hydrogen, that would weigh down this side of the reaction, which means that we have more reactants than we do products. In order to reestablish our equilibrium, we must produce more products by shifting towards the product side, which will level that weight back out and bring us back to equilibrium. The same is true if you were to remove some of our reactants. For example, if you remove some of this iodine, that would mean that this side of the seesaw is now lighter. In order to reestablish that same equilibrium, we must shift towards the reactant side to produce more reactants, thus increasing our weight on this side of the reaction and balancing it back out. This particular reaction is an exothermic reaction, which means that as it proceeds, it creates heat as a product. With Le Chatelier's principle, heat is considered just another reactant or product. So in this case, it's on our product side. Any changes to the heat would cause a change just like any other changes to the reactants or products. For example, if you decrease the heat, that would mean that this side becomes lighter and the reaction shifts this way. In order to reestablish our equilibrium, we must shift back towards the products to balance that back out. Finally, if you were to add an inert gas, which is a gas that is not participating in this actual reaction, it does not affect the equilibrium. Adding this gas in will not change the concentration of the reactants or of the products, which means that the equilibrium will not need to shift. The same is true if you were to use a catalyst. A catalyst only speeds up the reaction and allows it to reach equilibrium faster. It does not change the concentration, so the equilibrium would not shift. Thank you.